出家人的生活是最快乐的。
การบวชเป็นหนทางนำไปสู่ความสุขที่แท้จริง
At the great meditation stadium of Wat Prat Dhammadayada, where the International Ordination Program is being held, this place continues to honor tradition and plant seeds of hope for future generations through the Ordination Training Program, known as the International Dhammadayada Ordination Program, or Idop. This program takes place from the 14th of July to the 14th of August. The Dhammadayada training program began as a project for instilling virtues in young men in accordance with Buddhist methodology, which is considered one of the best ways to develop a nation of good people. The training for men according to the Buddhist way is by keeping strictly to the 8 precepts, developing oneself and practicing meditation for 2 weeks in preparation for ordination. After being ordained, the training will lead the monastic life for 2 more weeks.
The word Dhammadayada literally means one's or heir to the teachings of the Lord Buddha, the Dhamma. The ideal character exemplified by Dhammadayada is one who is devoting to the teachings of the Lord Buddha strictly. And he is a good person of conduct and virtue. He expecting nothing in return in order to serve society and Buddhism. And he wished nothing but to gain himself perfections, just like the Lord Buddha once was when he was still Bodhisattva.
During the International Dhammadayada Ordination Program, each Dhammadayada Naga is committed to a daily routine essential for training them discipline and teamwork, from getting up until going to bed. The daily routine can also train their body, speech, and mind to reach a peaceful state. After the Dhammadayada have trained themselves for a while, this is the day that they have their hair shaven. It is the day where they all gladly cast aside worldly connections. Let's take a closer look at the atmosphere of the ceremony.
When she hears the words so long, my sweetheart will be ordained. Follow Lord Buddha to nirvana, hair pieces fall, mother's heart set free. I feel brilliant with virtue, and Anumatana, wishing my son follows Buddha. Your destination.
Unity brings happiness.
In 2 weeks' time, every Dhammadayada will need to train and prepare themselves to be in the best state before entering monkhood, in order to be deserving of respect from the lay people. It may appear challenging and require a lot of effort for foreigners, but actually it's not as difficult as we might expect. It starts with the small things in their daily life. Training for posture involves instructing them on how to stand and sit as a monk, and how to adjust their legs when sitting sideways. It also involves learning how to place their palms together in the prayer position or anjali, and how to bow. Training for taking meals involves simple etiquette, such as waiting for everybody to be seated before eating, sitting properly, and cleaning up after a meal. It also covers more refined activities, such as peeling a boiled egg, eating a banana, spaghetti, or noodle.
For example, when we are eating, we have to maintain our posture. We are not allowed to eat with our hands. We can't hold bowls while we're eating. And we can't spill rice because the food that we are given is provided by the laymen, donations, and they have to work very hard for that food. So I thought it was pretty interesting when I first got here because a lot of the things that they teach us are basic mannerisms that I've already incorporated into my behavior. The organization, the cleanliness, and the way I eat.
The third section of training involves monastic property and covers such things as taking care of the accommodation and general organization around the facility.
Yes, our items in our tent, we only have very few things. In our tent we have our blue box and we have our 2 blankets, and in our box we have our cutlery to eat with and any new clothes we have, and that's it. And we have to keep them tidy, keep them in a certain position, because if we keep our things tidy in our tents and the things we use, and then if your mind's tidy, you are in a much better mindfulness to improve what you're learning and your meditation.
Mundane things for Buddhists may be very challenging for foreigners. At this second, all their previous training is bringing them closer to being true monks. From this point on, it depends on their effort to succeed. Before the actual ordination day, mastering Pali is a big test for foreigners to prove that they can become true Buddhist monks. Elevating oneself to receive homage is not easy. Everyone realizes it, and they never give up. The peace, modesty, and grace which brought about by training oneself by every method is proof of the determination of each and every Dhammadayada. It is also an essential beginning for all of them as they enter the noble monastic life as they intended. The main purpose of ordaining is to free oneself from commitments and worries so that one may have the opportunity to concentrate on meditation and break away from desires in order to find true happiness. Monks cannot neglect their duty to train themselves in every detail of their behavior. If a monk stands, walks, or lies down like a lay person, then it is inappropriate. Since a monk's robe is designed for noble behavior, better behavior is expected of any monks as one deserving of respect. And in order to become respectable in every way, the person must be selected and trained in the right way, physically, verbally, and mentally. Today, we will show you a few training activities of a monk in Idop. Let's go! Going on alms round. Monks are not allowed to cook or prepare their own meals. they must wait for food to be offered to them. If none is offered, they must fast. The Lord Buddha stated that monks must live by seeking alms rather than preparing their own food, in order to have enough time to meditate and study the teachings. The word bhikkhu, used interchangeably with the word monk, means someone who depends on alms. The Lord Buddha stated that once monks receive alms from people, they must focus on meditation in order to offer something back. If monks conduct themselves in an appropriate manner, they can use what they learn through meditation to teach Dhamma to their relatives and supporters so that they may live better lives. When monks pass on the knowledge they have gained, they are offering a gift in return that is more valuable than anything they receive through alms. Chanting. When the Buddha was alive, his disciple could listen to him preach and extol the virtues of the Dhamma every day. However, after the Buddha passed away, his disciple had to teach themselves the Dhamma through chanting and meditation. Performing chanting serves as a constant reminder of the virtues of the Triple Gem, frees our mind for the merit we will receive, and strengthens our faith. Meditation. Meditation is a form of mental exercise, allowing the mind to focus in order to purify ourselves of mental impurities and weaknesses. To locate the center of our body, and ultimately to attain enlightenment. Those who meditate daily will have clarity of mind and a sense of mindfulness towards all things around them. Once has a mind that is kind and sensitive, one will be strong and unwavering in the face of trouble.
So good afternoon, Lumpi Brian.
Good afternoon, Lumpi Ruben.
So after this program is finished, what do you think, what you gained from this program, and there's this ordination program, and how will you apply it into your daily life?
Well, before I joined Idop, I didn't really know a whole lot about Buddhism, but I had been interested for a few years. In school, I studied science, and in science, I learned a lot about how life works, but I didn't learn the purpose, or at least my purpose, or the purpose of existence. So I was asking these types of questions, and Buddhism seemed to have the most logical approach to these questions. So last year I decided to join IDOP. Adjusting the robes and observing 227 precepts definitely makes you more mindful, and the meditation has given me a deeper sense of peace and optimism through the Dhamma, and I think I will continue to make merit and meditate for the rest of my life.
Okay, thank you, very nice. What about you, Lumpi Marco? You're from Colombia, right?
Good afternoon, Lumpi.
Good afternoon.
Yes, the main thing I have learned during the program is that I should put more attention to every single detail of everything I do in my daily routine, because that will be a way to train my mind, and it is also a way to improve my meditation practice.
I see.
您觉得这里的训练对以后来参加短期出家的外国人会有所裨益吗？那您对他们有什么好的建议没有？
我觉得他们肯定会有好一部分的人会找到自己，知道自己的人生方向。然后第二就是我会建议他们放下自己，就是放松，完全投入这里的生活。然后就是来以前好好训练自己的身体，是，好好的，不要病，好好的享受这里的一切。
因为身心结合才能够达到好的状态，对不对？好。
我来清迈的之后，我觉得这里的环境对这个静坐有特别的帮助，对，有帮助。因为这边空气又好，是一个松林，所以这个环境特别优秀。
特别适合修行。
是的，
你会建议他们什么？
建议他们参加，
参加，
自己来体验。
没错。
自己来。
各位朋友们，刚才听完我们3位法师的故事，您愿意不愿意来展开自己的故事呢？来吧，法身寺随时欢迎你。